That's a really good question. But really, if I go back, what I should start with is when I was about 13, that's when I was actually getting chiropractic care. I'd had a neck injury from football and neck pain, and so I was seeing my mom's chiropractor at the time. And he was actually a really big influence on why I chose this profession. Not only did it help me with the neck pain and some TMJ issues I had, but I watched my grandmother get improvement as well as my mom. So I was able to he was pretty much a mentor to me. So I was able to watch a lot of patients and what I would call at times miracles happen in that office. So that was a really huge influence on me. You're at that age where you're not necessarily sure what you want to do. I was really good at drawing, thought I was going to be an architect, and even thought I was going to be an eye doctor. But my heart was led to this profession because, I felt, just as maybe a doctor feels like he's drawn to medicine, where you feel like you can help heal someone or make a big difference in their life. That's, why I chose this direction and this path, or why it chose me. So fast forward, probably 6 years into practice, I actually had my own experience with back pain. As an athlete, doing different martial arts and just activities, never had any too many major injuries, but oddly enough, there I was in my attic lifting a piece of furniture, and it wasn't even that heavy, and I felt a pop in my back and pain shoot down my leg, and I literally hit the floor, and I had to crawl into the next room, and I was on that floor in that room for 19 hours before I could really move and get to at least somewhere a little more comfortable than the floor. And fortunately with my education, I knew what was going on, but I also knew what I could do to improve it. So within a week I was back on my feet and going. But what I learned from that experience is I can now sympathize with my patients that come crawling through the door, that are in extreme back pain, neck pain, and some of them I share that story because when it has you like that, I mean, you just, everything stops, and so it makes you appreciate the ability to walk and be mobile. So I really try to educate my patients on, it's real easy when there's no pain, we tend to think everything's okay, but there's really a huge importance of being proactive and taking care of our spine and trying to maintain mobility, because movement is really life to our joints. I mean, it's life to our body. We're meant to be mobile and moving, and if we don't do the things to maintain that, it sneaks up on us, and before you know it, it's kind of like if you don't use it, you lose it. And there's a lot of truth in that statement. So I can't stress enough, I tell patients too, it's like if you sat in the class, I think if people sat in class in chiropractic school with us, then you would get the big picture of what, why we do what we do. And so I think sharing my story does help maybe connect with some folks and, let you see kind of what the reason that, not only to the passion to maybe help someone feel better, but also live a better life and maybe flip that switch to make a change, whether it be in their diet or their lifestyle. And not only that, but so they even think better, because when you change the way you think about things, the things around you begin to change too. So those are just some things that, in my life that I feel like have made a big influence on my choices and my direction where I'm at.